These number 2 heroes between Team 1 and Team 2 at the top of STPL Season 2. It's SouL Gaming versus Valhalla Team. Valhalla Team being the South American clan who joined up with Clan Wico at the beginning of Season 2, and it's given them amazing results. They're 9-2 overall, and SouL Gaming are currently unbeaten. So could this be the first team to be able to take down SouL? White Clan couldn't do it. Can Valhalla Team? Let's find out. Having a look at their rosters will show us just how strong both these teams are. And Meta, I think my funniest Gaki that I've watched is probably the one from this year, actually. It's like another high school one. But starting us off, we're going to have a PvP between Noob and Mirage. Then we're going to have a ZVZ between Zealot and 1004. And yes, that is his name. I don't know how would you say 1004 in Korean? Because maybe it sounds cooler.
1004 would be like chonsam? Chonsa? Yeah, maybe
that sounds cooler than 1004.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
Like CHEONSA.
Okay.
Like Chonsa.
We're gonna call him
but
Chonsa.
I don't.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We can say it badly, and then Castamuse can laugh at me. It's all good.
Either Castamuse or like Starcast or like I don't know. Yeah. Starcast TV can laugh at us too. Our resident Korean speakers in chat. I always think it's hilarious when you get these like Korean fans who like speak okay English, and then they hear like English language casters try to speak about Korean players and like say their Korean names, and for the most part, all the casters out here are pretty good at it, but like as soon as you get casters they're like outside Korea, it's anyway.
Starcast is saying 1004 is Chonsa.
Oh, it's angel.
And it means angel.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot that it actually means angel because my vocabulary is not great. But hey, at least I knew the numbers. So
yeah. So then we're gonna have a ZBT between Spire and Bishop. If you don't know who Bishop is, he is currently one of the top 3 amateur Korean Terrans. Currently, he does really, really well. He got into the ACS. I don't think he won it though. Although I can't remember. I did read
second place.
Second place, yeah. So it's ridiculous. He is so good. And then we're gonna have a TBT between the one and only Scan and Jotre. I'm not sure who Jotre is, but Scan, obviously one of the most famous Koreans for people outside of Korea, just because he did live in the US for so long. And yeah, Noob, also known as Adjunct12, an ex-We Made Fox pro gamer. Some really, really good players in this game, so let's introduce them. Starting us off here for SouL is going to be the number 2 ranked player in the STPL. He was number 1 for a very long time until Scan just about overtook him. But Noob, aka Adjunct12, aka Adjunct12, YSC is Huro, but really, really good player. We Made Fox pro gamer. He's won 9 of his last 10 games. He's 10-0 against Protoss, and one of those games was against Best to win the ace match against White Clan in a best of 7 grand finals of season 1. One of the best PvPs I've ever seen.
That was actually insane.
Overall, a really, really good player. So looking forward to seeing him. This is going to be the first time we see Mirage in the STPL, but he is one of I think he's one of Valhalla's stronger amateur Koreans. I don't think he's quite up there with Bishop, but I mean, Bishop is kind of like nearly on another level with everyone else. It's kind of, I think if I remember rightly, it's Bishop, Shiny, who is still doing really well. He's actually just joined, Shiny just joined BT as well, so that should be kind of cool. I'm not sure who the third Terran is. Castamuse was telling me this the other day and I've forgotten, so I feel bad now. But either way, we've not seen Mirage so far. Let's have a look at our first map. It is going to be a PvP again. I did say before BlitzX was a game or map where we saw 10 TBTs. Well, on Desperado we've had 14 PvPs, so it's going to be the 15th one. And yeah, it's actually this is the 16th because that PvP number doesn't update until I reload the overlay. So Looks like Buena has been asking Freakling about changing Beehive slightly. He wants to change it like Neo Arkanoid, but the thing is, if you change Beehive like that, it wouldn't be Beehive again, or it wouldn't be Beehive anymore, so it definitely needs the installation gates. Either way, Desperado, a really fun map, 2 gases in the main, no gas in the natural, really fun in PvP. We've had some great games here. I'm sure this one won't be any different as we get into game number 1. It's Mirage versus Noob. Okay, starting us off here in the top left-hand position, we do have the green Protoss player fighting for VT. It's Mirage.
Yeah, and his opponent on the other side of the map in the purple, fighting for SouL, is Noob.
Now, Noob
has there ever been a player that names himself Gosu?
Probably.
There was like Gosu User and Gosu Dark, and there's another, Last Gosu who won WCG 2006.
Gosu backwards. I
No,
know.
well, Sugo means good job in Korean.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, but also it's Gosu backwards.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not Gosu backwards.
It is.
It's like August backwards.
No, but if you put the characters the other way around in Korean, it's backwards, right? Gosu, Sugo?
Yes, but not in English, Kicks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You should be. How dare you?
Wow. Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure he just means Sugo, like, good job, but
yeah.
You're right. But anyway, Noob is not a noob. He is definitely a Gosu. I would say the favorite, but Mirage is no joke. And actually, the big deal for VT has been those Wiko Koreans that have come in and just given them such a huge boost. So anytime they play one of their South American players, you're just like, okay, well, let's, keep in mind that the results are not super average, but they do have some very good South American players.
They do. Now, one thing I am going to say is we were discussing this a little bit in chat. If people really do want a best of 9 between me and Rapid, if we make it to 300 subs, we'll do it.
To how many subs, Kicks?
300.
How many are we at now?
26, so it's a way off.
Okay, all right. Whew, I'm safe.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second, Kicks. I don't know what I signed up for here. But sure, 300 subs sounds good to me. And then, like, I get a cut of that as well. So
yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, we'll do some match fixing. We'll get it to game 9 as well.
You're gonna see how hard Kicks has to match fix to lose against me. It's it will not be obvious, I promise.
I'll just forget to move my SCVs at the beginning of the game. They just won't be moving.
Like no stim, no range Marines against my siege tanks. And they're just like, wait a second, I don't know about this build.
Oh, the other day you missed it, and I know we're not talking about this PvP yet, but essentially both players are going for pretty much mirror builds at the moment, but we had a TVT where someone went for a bio rush, and it didn't work.
Yeah. There's that thing about everything Terran builds except Marines that are good against Marines. If you had one fire bat for each Marine, which would win?
One fire bat for each Marine. I think the fire bats would win, depending on if Sim's done.
Well, no. Like, all upgrades being equal.
Upgrades being equal, I think fire bats would probably beat Marines.
But you think Stim would... Yeah, the range is just like the biggest gotcha. Yeah.
Like, if you can get up to them, fire bats are going to wreck, essentially. But fire bats do benefit from the range upgrade as well, I think. Not by much.
No.
I think they get
Wait,
plus
no
1
way.
range, maybe? Do they? Am I being stupid? I thought they did.
No, it's Marine range.
Maybe they don't. Oh, maybe I'm thinking when they're in the bunker, because their range goes up when they're in the bunker.
Oh, yeah. Anything in a bunker gets ranged, but you're right.
Like ghosts. They just shoot across the map. It's brilliant. I love it.
Can you imagine you get fire bat range and it's in the bunker? It's just like shooting the enemy mining minerals. Like,
that'd be cool. Like a late game bunker rush against Zerg where you just mass ghosts and you just kill their hatchery from a million miles away.
Yeah, what's ghost range? It's longer than Marines, right?
It's way longer. I don't know what it actually is. One of the things I said is in the gap between season 2 and 3, I need to learn more of the actual numbers because it's difficult. So In terms of range, the reason why they can't hit properly on the swarm is they have a range of 1, I think. They don't actually have melee. So it's
wait, what do you mean?
So Firebats can't do full damage on the swarm, much like every other unit, but it's because they have range.
So their attack is ranged, but
yeah.
So if there's one unit under Dark Swarm, Firebats can't kill it, but they do deal splash damage. So that's what kills it, not the ranged attack. Glad we could figure that out. The range, by the way, is 7 or 8 in a bunker.
Ah.
Case closed.
Okay, one thing I will say, given we are in a pretty thick PvP right now, is we've got Noob going for an observatory, whereas Mirage has gone straight for a robotic support bay into Reaver. So he's going to use the shuttle to take a natural island base here, which means he will get the gas, which is something Noob is not going to get on his base. So this is definitely a little bit of a benefit here for Mirage moving into the game. Noob pulling his units back as well, because I feel like Noob thinks there's something coming to his base, which would be a good choice, and it would be actually quite true very shortly. But he's playing maybe a little bit too carefully. He's only just now getting an observer out to see exactly what's going on.
Yeah, obviously that observer is going to be somewhat important. I say somewhat haha because, you know, you run into the DT and that is the struggle. But hey, well, as soon as you fly your observer and you see Reaver on the other side, as long as you can confirm you know, that they haven't done anything like super stupid to get there, then you know that you're not going to be rushed by a DT for sure, but you are going to have a Reaver coming your way. And luckily Noob is perfectly positioned, all of his Dragoons just impeccably placed to stop that shuttle from getting in.
And the crazy thing is, he saw the second Reaver with the observer and he still knew that was late, so he knew to get his Dragoons in position, which is it just goes to show how good he actually is. Like, I see a Reaver there and I'm like, okay, I'm safe for a little bit. Noob though, he knows Mirage is going to be coming up me very, very shortly with a Reaver. I need to get in position. And he completely deals with it without taking any damage. You know, Noob does lose his first observer, which is a little bit unfortunate for him. He does have another couple, or at least he has another one. But losing those observers is very annoying, because it means you can't build Reavers, you can't build shuttles, and you're going to have to build another observer at some point.
Yeah, I mean, look, nobody's perfect. Even Bisu builds double observatory, so, you know, look, we're all trying here. But the point you made about Noob is totally right. It's that what makes pro players increasingly pro based on, you know, what level of pro player they are is how much they can know and or how much they understand already, and then how much they know how to use that understanding based on what they either do or don't see. So that Reaver timing gets the Dragoons in position, nails it perfectly. And now what's happening? Well, the biggest thing in PvP that you can ever do is build a Nexus, because it's just crazy town. Because, like, how are you supposed to win? You just didn't build, like, so many Dragoons there. Yep. But the idea, what's super cool about this game is that neither player's taken any damage, and they both have 2 bases. So now maybe we get a chance to see a 3rd base? Macro PvP?
Well, a 3rd base would be pretty easy for Mirage to take, but definitely a lot harder for Noob. The difference is, based on the the spawning positions, like, say for example they were cross position right now, the 6 o'clock or 12 o'clock base for either player would be really easy to take, but I mean, Noob isn't realistically going to be able to expand up there, so he's either going to have to take the other, or he's going to have to take the other island to get a gas, or he's going to have to try and take the other main, and the second you go all the way down there to the bottom right, you're going to put yourself in Reaver shuttle territory, because it's going to be so hard to cover all of that ground, essentially.
That would be a rough one. But, I mean, look, anything could happen if you believe, right, Kix? I mean, I think, obviously, as the game progresses, the risk involved in, like, running a shuttle in and losing that can be increasingly catastrophic. But this is, like, the gases are not depleted gases in the main. You get 10k gas just for reals. So that 3rd base I was dreaming about might not be coming for a while.
Yeah, it's quite easy to stay on 1 to 2 base on this map, because as you said, you get 10k gas. And in PvP, like, a 3rd gas isn't really something you get very quickly no matter the map. Like, even on Fighting Spirit, getting a third base is quite difficult. Now, we're going to have double shuttle coming in here for Mirage this time. Noob is still in a position to defend, but Mirage has actually scouted this out this time. And there is a couple of Dragoons here, which will help this. But Noob sees this with his pylon, so he's going to have to be forced to drop. Now, is he going to give up both these Reavers, or is he going to try and save them? That's a big Scarab, though, and Mirage is going to have to make something happen here. He's actually quite far down in supply. He's slowly catching up, and the Dragoon trying to chase down the shuttles. It does get one of them, but as long as the second shuttle's here, he's going to be able to get away.
Yeah, but these Reavers are just killing everything. Oh, no. Oh, he can't even kill the shuttle. Oh, this is catastrophic damage. Oh, he even picks up the Reaver.
No, he doesn't.
Did he? No,
he
lost
didn't. The Reaver. He's going to lose his other shuttle, so this is another dead Reaver, and despite taking all that damage to his Dragoons, Noob is still at a supply advantage. Well, at least he was until 1 second ago. So Noob defended that the best he could. He didn't take any probe damage, which is the most important thing here.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this is what... They were essentially what Mirage has been building up to the entire last 10 minutes. Like, he's lost most of his tech units. He's lost his shuttle. And he lost a couple of Dragoons as well. Like, that's not great, and it looks like Noob is going to use this chance to move out on the map and take a third base.
Yeah, that was nutty. I thought that was going to deal so much damage because he lost a ton of Dragoons, and Dragoons are like the only reason you get to play the game in PvP. So it makes tons of sense that he's going for it. Even with this elevator, he's got a shuttle with 2 Reavers in it, and there's a great big place to drop it, but the problem is, like, you know, your opponent loses both of his Reavers, and then you lose both of yours, and your opponent's kind of ahead by that point. So we're going for it. Here we go. I thought he was actually going to target the probes. Oh my God, Kicks, no! Okay, never mind. We didn't actually target the probes at all. Oh my God, they're all stacked in the bottom. Oh, some massive Scarabs going off. He's targeting the Dragoons and the cannons, but he's still killing probes like that.
Yeah,
this is so disgusting.
This is a case of, I don't know if you remember the old song, anything you can do, I can do better. This is essentially what Noob is saying to Mirage here. Now, Mirage is trying to get in a position to cancel out these Reavers. Noob did a very good job, though, splitting a Reaver into each shuttle. It looks like the Dragoons, though, going to kill all of the probes. So it's 41 probes to Noob, 27 to Mirage. Now, Mirage obviously does have the option of taking the other natural. It's very difficult to be broken there, but with these 2 Reavers still alive, with the 2 shuttles alive as well, this is going to get harder and harder. Now, finally, Mirage, with his own couple of Reavers, is going to be able to help clean this up, but this is an awkward dance here between Reavers.
Wait, you have Dragoons. Just send the Dragoons in. You can literally just pick up and drop on top of the Reavers and the shuttle, and he'll never be able to do anything. Like, the Dragoons are what keeps this from being an even trade. Yeah, and now he can't do anything because the Dragoons just zone the shuttle. This is so crazy. He's actually going to go for a counterattack instead, sack his natural, and just try to do it.
Yeah, and the cool thing is he's sending a single Zealot down here to the bottom right, scouting out the fact that Noob has that third base. And unlike a normal map where a third base gives you 1 more gas, this base gives you 2. That's an additional 10k gas in a game where you're in a lot of trouble already, but Mirage is in so much trouble right now. The Reavers on top of all of the tech. He's going to be able to take out the Templar Archives. He's going to take out the support bay. No, he's actually not even going to worry about them. He's just going to pull back.
What? I definitely thought the game was over, but apparently not. I mean, don't forget, like, it's 1 base versus 2 right now. I mean, essentially. I mean, there's no gas at the natural, but it doesn't matter because you've got 2 in your main. But I mean, this is still a ton of damage. Noob is killing it. He is astronomically ahead. He's like biologically ahead. Because he biologically has one. But, you know, the idea is that he's going to kill everything here. So let's watch the beauty, the horror that is Noob erasing Mirage from his vision.
Yeah, the reason why Noob pulled back from the tech is killing it is a waste of minerals on Scarabs, when now you can have 4 Scarabs even, or 4 Reavers even, and you can just push through absolutely everything. Storm is going to be good here, but it's not going to be enough. The Storm on the Reaver, so nicely done. Gets one of the Reavers. The shuttle's getting very low.
Those storms were insane, but unfortunately not enough. Most of these Reavers don't have shuttles or shields.
Yep.
And actually, the DT here means that, okay, if he snipes that observer, then that would be, obviously catastrophic, but Look at how
That's
even
not
his fight is.
yeah, it's not his. Well, it's his observer, so it doesn't matter if he snipes it or not. Looks like
Oh,
the
you're
units
right.
have been cleaned up. The Reaver at the back going to go into the mineral line. 20 probes remain. Another big Scarab going off on that mineral line. Going to fly into the main again. And
oh, that's how every fastest game ends, Kicks.
Oh my goodness, even getting a Dragoon for his
fly them
trouble.
out. No. There's all the probes right there. No, go back in. Ah! He's actually going to meet up with his other Dragoons that are still denying that 9 o'clock base.
Yeah, now the good thing for Raj is he has delayed and denied this bottom right-hand base. The DT clearing up absolutely everything. Oh no, Noob is going to catch a shot with a Reaver and a DT in. Oh, it goes down. And with that may very well be Mirage's hopes in this game. If he had the Reaver back at home for defense, if he had the DT back at home as well, he could have done something, but an Observer going down as well.
Yeah, to Mirage's credit, he did kill the third base with just like a DT and a few units. But let's see if he can hang on. He's got a Reaver here, but I mean, he's just going to dive on the Reaver, right? Pulls it back, gets another Scarab shot off, but yeah, it goes down. He's just getting carpet bombed with Reavers at this point. So
yeah,
good luck. WW or GG. That's the key that the J is on in the Korean keyboard.
Yep.
For those of you that don't know, Noob takes out Mirage, and that is gonna do it. Wow, what an exciting, crazy, cool, fun back and forth game we got a chance to witness here together.
Yep, Noob once again though, proving why he was #1 in the STPL rankings for so unbelievably long. Now,
you can full screen my camera, by the way, Kicks.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's because I think when you're turning the camera off, it's
yeah, well,
fine.
I'm gonna keep doing that.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, otherwise it's weird. We're not lagging today, right? And
I'm so impressed with your new internet connection, Kicks.
But I was on this internet connection before when we were doing custom.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had terrible lag that day.
Yeah,
I don't know.
What's the difference? We're not even on high latency.
It's definitely not my my internet connection. I promise.
One thing that's kind of funny is getting to see the fact that Naokin's obviously casting with you from your apartment now, and it's gone from having you kind of awkwardly on the camera position next to Naokin, where both like the green screens are next to each other, where you can actually tell you're next to each other now. It's so cool. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I bought this because I don't have a table and chairs dinner set. I'm not inviting the Watsons over for dinner every night, you know? Yeah. So I had to buy this extra chair for Naokin, but it's this tiny folding chair thing. Because what am I gonna use a second chair for, man? And so we have to trade because it looks like I'm it's my house, so I get the big chair. But you've actually made my chair quite a bit smaller than yours. Let me see if I can tilt this down. Hold on.
Yeah, I managed to.
There we go.
One of the things I remember you telling me ages ago was that I always look like I'm a pair of shoulders and a head, so I tried to tilt my camera down a bit, and I think it works now. It looks a little bit better. But let's introduce our next game. Of course, we're going to be heading into game number 2. It's going to be Zealot fighting for SouL. Zealot, one of the more aggressive Zerg amateurs in Korea, one of the better Korean Zerg amateurs as well. He's ranked 23 in the SCPL. He's won 77% of his games, although he's not played too many of them. Notably, in this matchup, one of the last big names he played was Eon Zerg, who he lost to, and he beat Mr. Zero. So he is 2-1 against Zerg. He did actually beat Essen's crazy build on Neo Arkanoid, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Noob's the best, and then Zealot's almost even better. Who's better? I don't know. It's hard to tell, but Zealot rather is crazy. There's Noob, Zealot, Spire, all those guys are the truth. So I really hope this guy does really well in ACS or in maybe even ASL qualifiers, which are coming up in a few days. So we'll get a chance to see what he's capable of, but either way, it's going to be really exciting to watch him play today.
Yep, I am hosting the next replay, but his opponent is going to be for Valhalla team. It's Chonsa. 1004 is his name in English, but it has a meaning in Korean. It means angel, according to Starcast. Thankfully, Cruiser let me know what that was. And obviously Rapid let me know how to say the number. So Chonsa, definitely a better name, definitely a lot easier to say than 1004 too. So I'm not really too sure what to expect from him because I've not seen his games before, but I know Valhalla team aren't really holding back this week. They want to try and beat SouL. They want to be the one team that can do it, because so far, SouL are completely undefeated over 12 games, which is crazy. But Neo Outlier is going to be the map of choice. It is going to be a ZVZ. Wow, this map has had 11 ZVZs now. How is that possible?
What is it? Well, yeah, Kix, I don't know if there's something up with your code, but is it not just showing every game of...
It's not showing everything twice. We genuinely have had a lot of ZVZs here. You'll figure.
No, but it's not just the ZVZs here. It's that 2 maps ago it was all PvPs, and then it was all TVTs, and now it's all ZVZs.
That's actually, they're all correct though, and the reason why I know it is because Blitz X is like a Terran paradise, so there's been a lot of Terrans been sent out. Desperado is a Protoss paradise, so a lot of Protoss have been sent out here, and although we've not had many of them, Zerg are 3-1 up against Terran on this map, so I mean, a lot of Zergs have come out here. It doesn't surprise me too much. We've had some really good ZVZs on here. Zealot's played ZVZ here before, so looking forward to seeing them play again. As we get into game number 2, looks like Rapid's just downloaded the replay, so let's get in as we watch Zealot versus Chauncey. Okay, and starting us off here in the 12 o'clock location, we have the Silver Zerg fighting for Valhalla team. It's Chauncey. And it looks
like... What?
Sorry, I was going to say it looks like we might need to do latency this game. For some reason now we're lagging.
Dude, you jinxed it, Kix.
I did.
It's all your fault. Okay, it looks like it's better now.
Yeah. We're good.
Okay, all right. Whew! Thankfully, when you turn on high latency, a game that's already happened that we both already have the data for is able to be transmitted without lag.
Yeah.
Miracle of our time. Anyway, his opponent is Zealot.
You know, Zealot, one of the strongest players on SouL's roster. He doesn't play as much for them as like Noob and Scan does, but he's been out there a lot. He is 2 for 1 against Zerg, as I pointed out before, so I would expect a victory here from Zealot, I must admit, but Chauncey, because I don't really know too much about him, I can't say exactly how good he is, but I know when I was speaking to Bishop before, Bishop was saying that Valhalla team, for the playoffs in these final weeks, they're going to send out some of their better players, so I'm certain that Chauncey is definitely going to be a pretty good opponent for Zealot here now. And luckily, we're not going to have either player missing a scout, so both of them going to scout first.
Yes, and I do believe that when you scout correctly, especially in ZVZ, it happens quickly enough. I say quickly enough because, you know, they're slow overlords. It happens quickly enough for you to be able to correct your build and based on what your opponent... based on where your opponent spawns. So either if you're going for a rush at this point, as long as it's not like a 4-pool or something stupid, then you know where he spawns, so you're all of a sudden like a lot more in the know. Plus, once the Overlord hits the base, it's going to hit in time to once again show you, wait a second, do I need to like, you know, pull the boys and, you know, hold on for my dear life or not?
Yeah, no, a big difference already is Zealot. He went for an early pull here, he went for an early gas, and he's going straight for a lair on 13 supply. Whereas Chauncey, he went for his gas pretty early, he went for a pull a little bit later, and he's actually managed to squeeze out 2 additional drones. Now, the reason why this changes things is because Zealot, obviously building the early lings, going to be able to push forward a lot quicker. But as long as Chauncey actually holds onto the bottom of his ramp, he should be in a good position.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, it's a pretty good position. It's not like you have, I mean, I guess technically this is a low ground Bane, but in ZVZ that doesn't really come into play. You're not going to get Hydra contained, you know?
Yeah. I mean, if you do, that would be the sickest ZVZ ever, but I really don't think we'll ever see that again. Like, maybe if we went back in time to, like, 98, but even then, Muteless could just win, surely, because Muteless is so good in vanilla, but... Either way, Chauncey's going to be able to create this little ling wall at the bottom of his ramp. The annoying thing for him is unlike when he would be on the high ground. Oh wait, he does have vision because he has an overlord there. Of course he does. But yeah, Cross, it is good to have Rapid here. Unfortunately, his sleep schedule's a little bit messed up today, so he joined us, which is good.
Yeah, I'm making the best of a bad situation. I was like, either I play StarCraft by myself without talking to Kix, or I talk to Kix and watch StarCraft. So clearly the better experience here. Okay, so they're trading off lings one by one. I actually think Chonsa is winning this massively.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my god.
That's
Jeez
really
Louise.
good.
Okay.
Although now he's actually down 2 drones, so Zella actually managed to get additional drones out, which going to
yeah, but he actually has no Zerglings versus many Zerglings right now.
That's a good point.
7 Zerglings versus none, and so now he actually was, I think, saving Larva, but he can't. He has to build a Sunken, and I think the Sunken's gonna finish too late, though, right? Yeah, the Zerglings just running to kill everything.
This is crazy. Like, oh my goodness. Chonsa getting on top of all the drones. He's killed 3 already. He's given himself a 4 drone lead now. Zealot, when he came in, was only building 2 Lings and an Overlord, so he couldn't actually build any additional Lings, and this could mean the Valhalla team are going to tie up the series. Obviously, all is not written until it's done, and Zealot still can hold on. He did actually manage to kill all these Lings, so if he can get some Muteless out, if he can go for a big push, maybe he can break over before his opponent gets an advantage.
The problem is he wasn't even able to build 3 Mutas. He only built 2 because he was just broke because he had to build a Sunken all of a sudden. So yeah, he only killed like 2-3 drones, but it was like a 6 drone swing because he had to build that Sunken, and obviously that both takes resources that could be other stuff and a drone. So I mean, this is just huge for Chonsa or Heart, or what is it, Angel? Angel, yeah. There we go.
Maybe we should call him Angel. That might be easier to say.
Yeah, I'll just call him Angel, and if somebody wonders, then they can learn to read Korean. It takes like 2 hours. Seriously, you can do it too. Anyway, so 3 versus 2 means that Angel has complete map control because he's almost always going to be 1 muta up. His Ling scouts his opponent's mutas, which is gigantic because that means that he is able to tell whether or not his opponent is playing defensively or offensively. It is offensive, but as soon as these mutas group up, this should just be Zealot winning, or Angel winning the game, right?
It should be, but 1 Scourge connects from Angel, and no Scourge connects so far from Zealot. Good micro from Angel's side. Now Zealot...
Oh my god, his micro's so good. Look at Angel control that. He killed all the Scourge, didn't take any Scourge hits versus Scourge hitting his opponent. But losing that couple of drones will actually even up the drone count. Well, I guess it's 8 to 9.
Yeah, 8 to 9. Very, very low economy in this game. We've got Angel going up to a 2nd base here, which is obviously going to come into effect later on. It's mainly probably going to be used for Scourge and Muteless for now, but I can't really see any player going for drones. But the trouble is, Zealot is just too far behind in the air war. I mean, we've got 3 Mutelisks against 6. Yes, Zealot has some Scourge, but when your opponent's microing this good, the Scourge aren't going to help you that much. Now, a 7th Muteless coming in, an 8th Muteless coming in, Zealot, he doesn't have the money or the lava to keep up with this.
The lava.
Larva.
Yeah, this is definitely... Well, okay, you sound so weird when you say it like that.
Larva.
Okay, Kix, you keep your accent, I'll keep mine. Yeah, you're right. He's never going to catch up unless something drastic changes, because I mean, he's on 1 base, so maybe that was okay for a little bit, but now it's just like the larva disadvantage. Yeah, that one thing disadvantage.
Supply blocked as well.
Yeah, he's been supply blocked at least twice this game off of those Overlord pickoffs.
Yeah, and the trouble is, we've got Zealot running his Overlord into another one, so he's going to lose another Overlord. Oh my god, Scourge connect with a Muteless as well. And Zealot, who is already down in Muteless, is finding himself even further behind. And with just building Overlords, it's just additional lava that you can't spend. He's going to try and get a couple of drones here, but when you run in, you run the risk of getting moving shot to death. And I think this is going to be it. Zealot going to try and take this fight, but there's no way he can do it. And nicely done by Angel.
That is going to do it, I do believe. Yeah, he's tapping out, and we are out of here. Damn. Zealot taps out, and Angel. Chonsa, 1004. What a god. That initial move with those Lings to kill the Lings that were idle outside his base, he just caught Zealot with his pants down. And, Like Zealot's not the type of player you catch with his pants down. His pants are firmly fastened with one of those like way too tight homeschooler belts, of which I know nothing about. I promise.
Homeschooler belts? Okay.
Yeah. You've never seen like those kids that wear their belts like around their like, I don't know, nipples
around their like chests. Like I've seen that kind of thing, but is that like a thing attributed to homeschooling in America or something?
Well,
like,
it's just like, losers. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
not that I was homeschooled or anything.
It's fine. Okay, well, let's have a look at our next couple of players. Fighting for SouL here is going to be Spire. I'm hosting up the next replay, so jump in whenever you're ready. Spire, a very good Zerg player. 76% of his games have been wins. He's won 9 of his last 10 games. He's ranked 6 in the STPL overall, and he's just overall a great player. He's 2 for 1 against Terran, so not the biggest advantage, or not, yeah, it is Terran, and not the biggest advantage, should I say, but his opponent going to be the only Bishop. This is no ordinary Terran. This is arguably the best Korean amateur Terran at the moment, and he is so close to the pro level. It's crazy. Like, Bishop is so far up there, and the competition is so hot that he still hasn't actually managed to qualify for like the ASL or anything yet, but he's getting there every single time. And not only is he such a great player, he's also a great tournament organizer as well. He runs the Hammock Star League out in Korea. A really cool tournament. It's kind of like a team league, but it's not really clans. It's like groups of players, and they're like filtered into different tiers by their MMR. But like, I mean, Bishop is all around a really great Terran.
Yeah, Bishops is the truth. Like, we're just seeing the star-studded cast of one of the reasons why these teams are both doing so well right now. So, see if Bishop can do it here.
Yep, let's have a quick look once this replay loads for me, just so I don't miss the beginning. It is I really hope this is. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna give Bishop a really angry message on Kakao Talk later about why he didn't host this on top versus bottom, but the colors aren't that bad. Either way, let's have a look at the map we're going into. It's going to be New Tornado. New Tornado, as I mentioned, was one of the more standard maps in the map pool. It's actually one of the maps in STPL where Zerg have a pretty big advantage over Terran when it comes to statistics. Like, we've had some like fairly one-sided games, but we've had some really close games here as well. And I mean, like, Avi beat Essen as Terran, and that's the first time Terran won here for a while in, like, I want to say semi-even games, but I'm gonna anger Avilov. But like, Avi's Terran, I'd say he's kind of up there with Essen. But either way, let's get into game number 3. It's gonna be Bishop versus Spire, and it's here on New Tornado. Okay, starting us off here in the 12 o'clock position, we do have the Valhalla Team Terran fighting from South Korea. It's Bishop. In the, I guess this is the lime green? I know it's not olive, so...
Yeah, it's not olive, it's like light green, I think, is the color name, but I don't know what it is, technically. Either way, his opponent in the green is SouL's Spire, playing Zerg, and, like... If there's a Zerg analog to like everybody knows, for amateur Zergs, like Soma is probably #1 undisputed.
Yeah.
He's like better than some Zerg pro players. Like, he's so good right now. Yeah. Like with Hero and in the military, and like Jaedong not doing so hot anymore. Soma is like the truth, but Spire is so good. Like, he's just so good. I love watching this guy play. Maybe it's just he's got the STPL buff, if I can make that a thing. And yeah, he is just doing very well every time I watch him play here. So, oh wow, I can actually just position this microphone right in front of my face.
Yeah, you have like really Barry White-esque, like, super deep voice when you do that compared to normal.
Hey there, Twitch chat. How you doing?
Rapid ASMR stream. You need to do that.
No thanks.
You can get one of those things that I see those ASMR people have, which are like little ears that they like hold and they whisper into. It's weird. I don't get ASMR whatsoever.
What?
Someone felt like, don't even ask how I felt.
No, Kick. Yeah, Kick's like, we need to stop this right in here. I will have to go to sleep after this, and I do not want nightmares about this.
Yeah, someone was looking at ASMR at work for some reason, and I got caught.
Oh, am I super loud now?
You are a little bit louder than you were.
Okay.
Obviously, it's closer.
All right, guys, don't worry. I'll just whisper. Entire broadcast.
Okay, well, we had a 9 pull, I think it was, from Spire. No, it was an overpull into a hatchery for Spire, I believe. So he's not going super all in or anything. He is blocking Bishop from being able to expand, but unfortunately for him, Bishop isn't trying to expand. He's just making it look like he is, because he is going into a gas. So he's going to be going into a factory play here. And one thing I was going to bring up before, I was speaking to Fujikura the other day, because obviously we're about to head into the playoffs, and it looks like Valhalla Team White Clan and SouL are going to be making it in there. And I was asking Fuji like what his plan is. So I'm not going to give it away fully, because obviously these are some really, really strong teams. And in the playoffs, you know they're definitely not going to be holding back whatsoever. Like, I imagine we'll probably see Best and White in the playoffs again. Best of Mind. Maybe not Mind, because Mind doesn't play as much anymore. But hey, thank you for the 300 bits, man. Means a lot.
Go STPL.
Yeah, thank you.
Fujikura, let me in.
What were you saying?
Guess who guess who SouL has just picked up as a player?
Oh, God, I don't know. Jaedong?
Nope.
I don't know, Kicks.
Soma. There we go.
Oh, no way. Really?
Yeah, Soma's joined SouL. Kind of crazy.
Stop it, Fuji. Look, let other teams... Dude, as soon as, like, DeWalt quit his team to do it, like, who's it? What is it? It's, like, I think Eon's on SouL now, and...
Eon isn't. Eon's on Naz. Bonneth is, though.
Oh,
Bonneth tied
oh
to
Bonneth.
models.
That's who I was thinking of. Yeah.
True Touch is on IRK now, which is kind of crazy given the fact he was like Net Wars for life, but there we go. There's been a lot of shifts. It looks like Net Wars are in a little bit of trouble, especially given Yeti, who's been one of their star players, is struggling with a wrist injury right now and has been for a long time. But either way, we'll have to see what happens in the gap between Season 3 and Season 2. We may be losing a couple of teams, like Nice is definitely going to be gone, because their clan won't be able to make it through. But either way, we'll have some great teams in Season 3 again. I've already had a lot of confirmation, so it's going to be a good tournament regardless. Now, Spire has stopped Bishop from expanding for a very long time here, but Bishop is going for 2 Factory Vulture. And now the funny thing is, Bishop is a very strong player, but he lost his first game in the STPL. And I was speaking to... I think it was Iradia who went from SouL back to Valhalla team again. And apparently Bishop's not been too happy with his results recently. So there's maybe a little bit of mental pressure here for Bishop. He does really want to beat Spire, but of course it is a very, very strong Korean amateur Zerg. So it's not going to be easy. And look at the amount of Hydras there already. How is he going to hold that with Vultures? Does he even have mines? No, he went for speed first. He's just going to lose. There's no way he holds his ramp. This is done.
6-minute curse Kicks. We're coming up on it. We got 1 minute. He has to live for 1 minute. This is such a crazy rush. I'm so sorry I didn't see it earlier, but no, this is like cheesy cheese. This is, dare I say, easy cheese.
This is Chuck E. Cheese. Like Spire's dressed up in like a little mouse outfit, and he's dancing over Bishop's computer right now.
You know what Chuck E. Cheese's real name is?
Charles.
Yeah,
Charles Edgar
but you know what the do you know what the E stands for?
No.
I don't know. I think it's just E, or is it Entertainment? Because his middle name's Entertainment.
Oh my goodness! I like how you were googling that there as well, and you were saying it as if you knew.
No. I did Google that. His middle name is literally the E in Chuck E. Cheese is Entertainment. Cause Entertainment's my middle name.
What the hell? I'm guessing
that was like
the voice
drunk Chuck E. Cheese Mickey Mouse. I don't know, dude.
Sound like a mix between Goofy and Mickey Mouse.
Look, I'm not a professional voice actor here, Kicks.
You should be.
It's 7 a.m. Take what you can get.
Lucky Noob coming up with a new emote for your channel, Rapid Voice. Trouble is you don't stream enough on your own channel.
Why? Oh no, Skix. I stream exactly as much as I should on my channel. So hey, siege tanks are out, and this means the game gets to continue.
Yep, looks like Spire wasn't able to win. I think he could have broken up the ramp, but I think he just didn't want to take the risk. He knows Bishop's a strong Terran player, and there was a ton of SCVs there, and we all know how good SCVs are. So it is a good thing that the game's carrying on a little bit more. I definitely want to see a longer game between these two, like Korean ZVT, or ZVT in general is such a good treat if you've got evenly skilled players. So this could be a good one, but obviously Spire with a... Well, I would say he has a pretty big advantage, but his drone count's quite low. He did spend a lot of his early lava on Hydras, and he didn't really do too much with them.
Yeah, that's your 3 resources. You've got minerals, gas, and lava.
I actually said lava that time.
I know. I know.
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness.
Yeah, you are correct. I love to see the wall being blocked by Hydras. Like, this is so weird. What is this, ZVP?
It's nice, though. He knows that Bishop had a ton of vultures, and now the vultures gone. Oh my god, they're going to scout the third base going up. There we go. Drone goes down. Nicely done by Bishop. This is the kind of move he needs to make if he wants a chance of coming back in this game. Immediately getting his second gas. He knows how important gas is here. He's going to have to go into upgrades. He's going to have to go into a lot more factories. And now he knows there's a Spire coming up, or at least there should be one. He would have seen it in the natural. He has to build a ton of turrets as well. So
this is so crazy because you do not want to be building turrets right now. You want to be building I don't die to Hydras units. I mean, I guess the siege tanks kind of make him not die to Hydras, but also siege tanks are just not great against mutas.
Yep, siege tanks. I mean, maybe they should be able to shoot up. Like if I could go back in time and change one thing, I'd make siege tanks hit air because that'd be so good. But yeah,
you know, there's in the single player for StarCraft 2, they just made a commander that shoots where his tanks can shoot air units.
Isn't that the latest one they did? Mence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that from BlizzCon. That was kind of cool.
Well, anyway, everything is dying. It's not that his turrets are late because he's a bad player. It's that he had to defend against, you know, Hydras early on. So he actually does have Goliath, which is definitely not what you would want against this many mutas. But I mean, this is crazy damage. Spire, you know, if he didn't win with the earlier push, he's definitely killing it now.
Yeah, and the thing is, behind this, he's going for +1 carapace on these mutalists as well. And it's not like Bishop didn't have turrets. He had 2 of them. But against 10 mutalists flying in immediately, 2 turrets do absolutely nothing. Bishop's mining has been completely demolished. He's been moving back and forth between the 2 bases, trying to get turrets up. I mean, the 3 Goliaths have been doing absolute work here, taking down 3 of the mutalists already. But I mean, just how long are you going to just run back and forth with your SCVs? He's even lost the tanks, which means the second Spire wants to. He can just send all of his Hydras, all of his Lings, and knock down the front of Bishop, most likely.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit heartbreaking to watch because obviously Goliaths are like defending against Hydras or defending against mutas with Hydras. You know, they're just not as mobile. They're clearly inferior. So, I mean, he's just gonna like swing the 1-2 punch. He goes in with Hydras, forces out the tanks, then he runs in with mutas, forces out Goliaths. Now he runs back in with Hydras, and you do not want to fight mass Hydra with nothing but Goliaths.
Yeah, now the one benefit is there is a single mine here, but how is that Overlord in range?
What? No.
GG.
I mean, they did have Overlord speed, but GG, damn. Okay, Spire. I guess Bishop, yeah, like you said, might not be feeling too happy about his play lately, but oh my goodness, what a monster. Spire, pulling out the cheese, but making it look good.
Yeah, that's certainly not something we want to be seeing now. We're going to be heading into game... what game are we going into? Number 4. That was game number 3, which is kind of crazy. But game number 4 should be fun. Let's actually quickly add the win to Spire so we can get the 4th players' games coming in. Now, we're going to be heading in to a TVT. This should be a lot of fun. Now, Scan is going to be our player for SouL. He's rank 1 in the STPL currently. I believe...
How did that happen?
He just played a lot more than Noob. Scan has been on an absolutely ridiculous win streak as well. He's won his last 10 games, and you can see where his ELO is so much higher than everybody's. When he wins, he only gets like 3. It's because he's just been killing it. He's 11 for 1 against
Oh
Terran.
my god.
He's got an 89% win rate. And yes, this is an old picture of Scan, but it's a damn cool one. I think this is actually one of his pictures from StarCraft 2. But this was a picture I stole from Liquipedia. So I've been trying to get Fuji to send me updated pictures for people. And I don't know if Scan's going to send me one, but he really should do. Because Scan looks cool now, but obviously he is still technically in the military, so I guess we'll see how that goes. But his opponent gonna be for
Don't tell them he's playing now.
It's fine, as long as he's not making money, he's good, I think. Because as a matter of fact, there was actually a SouL was streaming the other day, which was weird. I didn't expect that, but Mong's been streaming as well, so...
Wow.
For Valhalla team, it's going to be Jortre. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. I don't know too much about him. He's not played in the STPL so far, but definitely up against Scan. This is going to be difficult. Now, of course, Scan is currently up on match point with Noob and Spire winning their games. Kind of as expected, I think, given how strong they are. But if Jortre can somehow pull this out against one of the best Terran versus Terran players in the tournament, he's going to take us to an ace match, and imagine if we get an ace match between Valhalla team and SouL. That'd be crazy.
Oh, Kicks. Don't tempt me with a good time. What an incredible series this is being. I mean, you're starting to see why these two teams are number 1 and 2. Like, they're just so good. And I don't know Jotre either, so I'm not sure what's going on with him, but if he's like any of the other VT players, like, they've just been doing so well. So I'm excited. Anytime you see Wiko players on the ladder, they're always very, very strong. And Jotre coming out here for Valhalla team, I'm excited.
Now, just to pay attention or pay attention to chat, Crossy's telling me why SouL was streaming. Apparently, he's excused for 6 months because he needs money. I didn't know that was a thing, but yeah, SouL was apparently playing in KCM yesterday. Wait,
so financial reasons are a reason that you can postpone your military service. Usually it's family finances, not just individual personal finances.
Oh wow!
So that's definitely one thing that you can do. A lot of times, people go back and get part-time jobs, but I guess for SouL, this is kind of his part-time job. I've heard of a couple of other cases of people doing that, but not players before. So, I mean, it's cool to have SouL back, but the problem is that this is only for like a short period of time. Because I think 6 months is actually the maximum you can defer your service after you've already started.
Yeah. Wait, does that mean we're going to see SouL in ASL this time? Is he going to try and qualify, I guess, if he's back for 6 months?
Look, if he's back for 6 months, then he is allowed to, for sure, because that's like his job. So hopefully he can, make it work.
Sick. Cross saying he's definitely going to play ASL. Oh my god. All the Zerg players like Lucky Noob is going to be so happy now because there's actually going to be like a Zerg other than Zero and Soba. I guess. Trouble is there's a lot of good Zergs, but they find it hard to be like SSS rank like Jaedong used to be. So like Zero, Action, Shine is okay, but I think Shine's in the military now, is he? I seem to remember him like disappearing now. But yeah, that's crazy. But SouL obviously he has a reason to win now as well because supposedly he lost his money and apparently his mum being sick is a rumor. But I mean, if it is true, his desire to win is going to be massive, so that should be crazy. But either way, going to be Blitz X for another TBT. This is definitely the TBT map of the tournament, and I'm happy because it meant I've picked a good map. But let's get into game number 4.
Are you gonna host the game so that I can join?
I thought you'd already joined. Oh no!
Nice one, Kicks.
Okay, let's re-host, and then we'll get Rapid in. And Lucky Noob saying whenever a Zerg gets good, they send them off to the military. It's a big conspiracy.
You lie, but there's actually so many conspiracies about that. Not for StarCraft, but for other like businesses or sports or other things, like conspiracies about military. So it's
oh, really?
It's one of the crazy things out here. Yeah, there's like protests and stuff, but that's unconfirmed, unsubstantiated rumors. That's why they let SouL back. He like got bad enough at StarCraft so that they didn't need him in the military anymore.
Well, July did his military service. I remember him going and coming back, and then he actually did play Brood War again for a little bit, and then he disappeared. Did he do his military service? Albert says probably he played Zerg. It's so true. But yeah, July, I think... July went to his military service after Brood War, I think. He went during StarCraft 2. Because he played StarCraft 2 for a bit, didn't he? And then he disappeared. And it's kind of funny because July Zerg is like... When you think about when the players he used to play with did military service, they did it ages ago. Like, I remember Uv going to the military service, and I was devastated because it meant SKT lost one of their best players, who then become one of their best coaches. And I was like, oh, no, this is wrong. He can't go to military, but then he did. And then July deferred it forever. So, yeah. They did have Air Force Ace back then, which is obviously a massive difference. And now we're in the game, we can go into it. But just one thing, I find it funny that essentially the Korean Air Force, because Boxer was so popular and so famous, made a team so he could continue playing Brood War in his military service.
That's
so
a little
insane.
stupid.
That's,
I mean,
like,
look, it's
crazy.
the Boxer effect.
Yeah, Boxer's so damn good. But either way, let's get into game number 4. It's on BlitzX, and because it's been so long, it's Scan versus Jotre, and it's going to be a good one. Okay, starting us off here in the top left-hand position, we have the Orange Terran fighting for SouL. It's Scan.
And his opponent on the other side of the map is Jotre in the blue as Terran playing for Valhalla team.
And
just asking, Scan's asking him if he's going to play an ASL, and he said no.
this is too quick.
Yeah, it's too quick. Sorry, my Korean's not that good.
Green saying in chat as well, they had Air Force Ace who managed to not get last place one season. Every time Air Force Ace won a match, it was so hype. I remember Yellow beat B2 once.
Sucked.
Yeah,
they were mega bad.
They were essentially pro players that were like allowed to continue playing, but then they weren't allowed to properly continue playing. Like, I don't think they had a proper team house or anything. I think they maybe lived on military barracks or something, and they still could play, but they didn't play like 12 hours a day like the other teams did. So, and not only that, they didn't have like any team cohesion, like, because most of the time, oh my god, Jotre going for a gas steal in TBT. Well, this is the first for me. I don't think I've ever seen this one before. But maybe Jotre knows how Scan likes to play and is just getting in his head a little bit here.
Is this how you get in your opponent's head? I guess that's one way of it. Well, that's crazy.
You're essentially...
A TVT gas steal?
You know what? This isn't that bad. He's going for 14cc. So the reason why you do this is you delay the gas, you delay the... And look how many SCVs he's pulled off of mining. There's 5 SCVs not mining right now. Oh, damn. Okay, he's changed his mind. He's not going for 14cc, but he is going for 13 barracks, which is very late compared to what you'd normally have.
Yeah, wow, what? This is so crazy. I've never seen a TVT gas steal before. Have you guys in chat? If you've seen a TVT gas steal before, don't forget to follow the channel.
STPL does. That's what it is.
That's true. Dude, this is a prime candidate for STPL does. Number 2.
Oh, that's been way more than number 2. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, number 2 video. You know, the sad thing is...
There needs to be an updated STPL does video.
Yeah, the sad thing is, like, I've been thinking, I've been starting work on doing the STPL Season 3 stuff, and if you guys want to see what I've been making so far, I'm posting on Patreon, like, as I'm doing it, but, like... I realized that all of the videos I've rendered up until now have the Season 2 logo in them, so I'm either going to have to make entirely new videos, which is going to be a ton of work, or re-render them all. But luckily enough I have 32 gig of RAM, so rendering videos takes like no time at all. There we go.
Nice. Hey, either way, let's talk about... Oh, that was a great opportunity for you to plug your Patreon. So if you guys want to see what Kix is working on next, go watch his Patreon and subscribe to it. Yeah, also follow his OnlyFans account. But yeah.
OnlyFans.
Look, that's literally everybody in chat right now. in order to watch this, you have to be a fan of STPL. So it only makes sense, Kicks. You don't have to get so defensive.
Thank you, Mullahay, for the 64-bit cheer, by the way. I also like the 64-bit thing, given the STPL does thing as the whole 64-bit STPL. Nicely done.
Oh, nice. I see what you did there.
Usiek asking, what is Rapid doing here?
What am I doing here? I ask myself that every day.
I think he's casting, but I'm not too sure. Now it's
I think
oh
so.
my
I'm
God.
just making stupid memes.
2-port Wraith from Scan. Ah,
Look, I don't even blame him. After you get your gas stolen, look, it's time, okay? How dare your opponent put so much disrespect on your name? Get out of here. I hope he like brings his Marines into the main to push the barracks out before it scouts it.
I think he's still going to scout it. Even if he sends the Marines up there, like the barracks is probably going to fly in. Now, the interesting thing is, Jotre is obviously going to go for an expansion here. And once again, this is match point. If Scan wins this game, he wins the series for SouL, and they... Wait, no, they've still got one more game. But they go like 12-0 in the entire group stage, which is ridiculous. And the thing is, like, a lot of people would say, well, it's because they have the strongest Koreans. They've not been playing the strongest Koreans all the time. They just have strong players in general. They've got Gorinich, they've got Bonneth, they've got Tai 2. Models, he retired after losing to Pri, I think, but he's on their team as well. Like, they have ridiculous... Oh, you're right, he is going to push the barracks away.
Yeah, makes total sense. Oh, no! No, why is the Wraith flying into it?
This is fine. He's only seen one Wraith. So seeing one Wraith is okay, but the one thing that might tip him off is the fact
he's gonna fly the second Wraith into it too. Okay, I guess he's just going for it. I guess Wraiths get worse as time goes on, so it's all about speed, danger.
I think Jotre's forgotten how this map works. He's trying to get his tanks through the middle of the map, and they're stuck. This isn't a good sign.
Oh no, you're right.
Oh no. How long is it going to take him to realize as well? You can actually glitch units through here. There was a TVT I saw before where like a person glitched their entire army through by accident. But I don't think that's going to happen. So, Jotre going to send his tanks back. The important thing about these tanks is they have to stay away from the Wraiths. He can use them to go and be aggressive. Now, luckily, Jotre did go for his armory on a good timing. He hasn't got his academy though, since Scan going for Cloak means that Scan is going to be super important here for Jotre to get. There was too many instances of the word Scan in there for my brain to work, but this could be tough.
Yes, I don't know about the could be. I think it actually definitely will be tough. So let's see if that's going to be. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's 3 Wraiths versus the Goliath. Who wins, Kicks? The answer is definitely the Goliath.
Yeah, the Wraiths could actually win that, especially if they had Cloak.
Wait, really?
But I think 3 Wraiths can kill a Goliath, unless I'm being really stupid.
I don't know, Kicks. I think the number is 18 Wraiths to kill any ground unit.
Now, Jotre with a good ground army so far is going to be able to take down the Marines. There is only a single tank here from Scan, but when you push in like this, you're putting yourself in danger of getting attacked by the Wraiths. Now, the Wraiths trying to focus down as many SCVs as they can, but it looks like the base is going to go down here. The Goliaths have gone down, but the tanks cancel the CC. But look at Scan, he's building a CC in the bottom left. He doesn't care. He knows he can expand, and it's all good.
Yeah, I think Scan is playing this absolutely perfectly. He even scans to get a couple of shots off on a Wraith. Obviously, he's not going to kill it, but just pushing it back, being a little bit more aggressive, and more asserting dominance. That's what Jotri is trying to do here. Overall, I would say Jotri is in the better position, having knock on for that 2-port Wraith tech, because you don't do 2-port Wraith long term. Like, eventually your opponent will actually just overrun you, and I think that might be close to what's about to happen here.
Yeah, there's a lot of Goliaths here, a lot of tanks as well. I mean, well, there's 2 tanks, but that's even with Scan. But the difference is Scan has a lot of units that kind of suck versus Goliaths. So what's the Scan situation like? We've got 85 energy on there, 41 on that. So he's got a couple of Scans nearly ready, and that means the Wraiths are going to find it very, very difficult to push in here, and he's going to cancel out the second base again, but he doesn't know about the base in the bottom left-hand corner.
Haha! Ha 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 ha! Yeah, is
Also,
this like a fake? I mean, this is a hard sell. I mean, he should cancel. Okay, he did cancel it in time. Whew.
Last second.
But obviously, look at the Rays on the other side of the map. They were camping the other starport and trying to prevent the Wraith from coming out, but he knows he has to pull back because this is actually pretty scary.
Yeah, the Wraiths, he's only got 4 of them left. A couple of them did go down to the Goliaths before, so he's going to fall back to his, almost to his high ground. Now, this is a play I like. He knows the only thing that matters at this base is the gas, so he's going to mine the gas from far away. He'll mine from in his main and just take the minerals in the bottom left. So that's all well and good. Just to go back to chat a second, Usiek is saying I've got quality control in stream. That's because essentially affiliates, as they call us, we get randomly the quality control. So sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. I'm unfortunately not a Twitch partner. After applying 3 times and failing 3 times, I still have no reason as to why I failed. But TBT is definitely lost on you guys. It's the best matchup, and you guys will soon come to love it from watching more STPL, because we've got some great ones. But it looks like we've got Valkyries coming in here from Jotre, and that's really going to help on this Mass Wraith by Scan. But Scan's actually opting to not go for anymore, so that's a little bit of a benefit.
Yeah, that is actually kind of... I definitely thought he was going to continue committing to that, but at some point it becomes like carriers, and oh, by the way, Jotre's getting a Valkyrie, so he's just like, look, you're building a lot of Wraiths, dude, so it makes sense to just commit to something that totally hard counters that. The downside is that he still has no idea that Scan is still on 2 bases, and actually now 3 as soon as this command center completes. So he's actually not behind. Well, he is behind, but he's not behind that much.
And Scan is doing his military service. He is going to finish this year, I think, though, which is good, because it means he'll go back to probably streaming full-time, which is definitely good for us Terran players who want to learn. He's definitely one of the best resources to learn from, as he does have, like, fluent English. And he also does like a lot of really cool builds. So when he gets back, be sure to check out his stream, and it should be fun. Now we've got Jotre and Scan essentially getting a 3rd base around the same time. Jotre definitely at a supply advantage, but that's because he didn't go for Mass Wraith in the early game. Now it's actually because Jotre is going for Mass Wraith now, though. This is one of the funny things in TBT, where you can go for Cloak Wraiths after your opponent, and you actually have an advantage, because as we see from Scan, like, he's going to stop building Wraiths at some point, which he has done, and all of a sudden you're going to get air superiority, and it becomes a problem.
Yeah, actually, now that you point that out, that is completely true, Kix. You said a correct thing. The air superiority is something that, like, it's nice to have, but if you go for it, a lot of times you can... Like, it slingshots back and forth now. Now, Jotre has it, and everything in there dies. I love the missiles that just, like, circle around each other. But yeah, this is actually crazy. The cloak comes out, and now all he needs to do is scan, and, man, Jotre is killing it. I think Scan might be dead here.
Yeah, Scan is in so much trouble. He cannot kill the Wraiths, and that means when he brings his tanks back, guess what? Wraiths are going to tickle him to death, and he's actually got enough Wraiths that the tickling means you're essentially suffocating them, so the tanks are dying quickly, and that's definitely a problem. This is pretty much all Scan has. He's down 40 supply, Jotre up to 3 bases now, whereas Scan is still only on 2, and Scan is trying to build an armory in his natural. That is not the place you want it, but that's his only armory. He doesn't have any anti-air.
Like, you pointing out that Scans are killing Scans. I'm like, nice. Nice one. I see what you did there. Wow. Yeah, no, Scan's super dead. I don't think there's any way you can beat this. Yeah, Scan types out GG. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, damn, so we witnessed like the 2nd Scan loss ever.
Yep. That's kind of crazy. Scan doesn't often lose games, but when he does, he loses them, and they're really amazing games regardless. Jotre played that absolutely perfectly. Everything, well, given the situation he was in, where essentially he was up against 2-port Wraith, he had no form of anti-air to begin with apart from 1 Goliath. He lost a ton of SCVs to the Wraiths of Scan, but he pushed at the right time with just enough units to do pretty much critical damage, and even though Scan hit that base, it didn't matter. Now that's going to take us into a quick break, but when we get back, we're going to be heading into the ace match. It's going to be sick, so don't go anywhere. See you guys in just a few minutes.
Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Okay, we have a ton of Matrino codes still to use, so I'm making this quick video to show you how easy it is to actually use them. So you click the Matrino link, it brings up the Matrino page. In the top right, you hit sign in. You sign in with whatever you want to. In this case, I'm going to sign in with Twitch. That'll take you back to the page, and then if you hit contribute, you put in the coupon code LSTPL. You can put a comment if you want to, and you can hit contribute right there, and it'll add it to the prize pool. Easy as pie. STPL does! Bio TVP. Wow! You got it! STPL does! Mass Scouts? No problem. Broadcast 3 nights a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2100 CEST. Fantastic casting, fantastic production, fantastic prizes. Only here on the STPL. Did you know Reavers could be this radical? How did these lings even get here? All I know is that's one dead base. STPL does! Wraiths, Valkyries, Carriers, and Corsairs. Forget about it. You won't see that anywhere else. STPL does! STPL does! STPL does! STPL does! STPL does! DT's doing game-ending damage? Name a more iconic duo. We've even got carriers in PvZ. How amazing! A global team league on the scale you've never seen before. Don't see this in BWCL, STPL does! All that and more. Only on this amazing 64-bit STPL. What BWCL don't. Impressed? I know I am. Why not support us on the link below? Patreon.com/kicks. But act fast. It's a limited offer.
Coast 103.5.
Okay guys, welcome back. We're here for the ace match between SouL and Valhalla team. This is the first time in the entire STPL Season 2 that SouL have been taken to the ace, I think. In terms of game wins and losses, SouL up to this point I think had only lost a single game or something, unless I'm being crazy. But they've lost 2 this series. Starting us off here in the bottom left-hand position is going to be the Orange Protoss fighting for SouL. It's gonna be Noob.
And his opponent on the other side in, hold on, I don't have my scorecard turned on. In the blue is 1004, or Chonsa. In Korean, that means angel. So we're just gonna be calling him Angel versus Noob. And man, a lot of, if you've watched a lot of either STPL or maybe some amateur Korean tournaments, then you probably recognize most of the Koreans who play on SouL. But you might not recognize most of the Koreans that play on Valhalla team, because they're from this clan called Wiko, who is like a good clan, but not one that gets as much attention. They play in like the super amateur league out here, but that's not really like something that gets broadcast. So yeah, this guy is amazing. He's doing so well. I can't believe how well he plays. So I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, this is pretty much like, I can't believe Albert guessed right immediately. Like, I was typing out guess who's playing, and as I was typing it, he was like, I hope for Noob versus Angel, and he got it right. So nicely done. Now, to keep an eye on what's actually going on, we've got an overpull coming in from Angel. The reason why I say that is I always seem to miss what build the Zerg's doing, and I know it always ends up being overpull anyway, but one of these days I'm going to miss something really important. So luckily enough I didn't miss that here, but this is definitely... so they've lost 1 to 3 games, so yeah. But this is definitely the first ace match they've gone to.
Yeah, either way, it's hype. I love ace matches. This is one of the reasons this Pro League format exists, because ace matches are sick. So, I mean, it's nothing crazy out of the ordinary. You know, if this was Bonneth, we'd be seeing gateway starts, but it's just a Forge Fast Expand. Nothing out of the ordinary. And he is going for Cannon before Nexus, so playing this super safe.
Yeah, the good thing to note about both these players as well is they'll know each other quite well. The amateur scene in Korea isn't that big. I mean, there is a lot of amateurs that are really, really good.
Yeah.
But overall, like, I mean, yes, Noob is technically an ex-pro, but nowadays he is like amateur level, and he's one of the best for a very good reason. He was on We Made Fox for a while under the AKA of Adric 12. And Chauncey Angel, I mean, he's been killing it recently as well, so... Yeah. They should know a lot about how each other play.
I was gonna say, Kix, so this is a crazy map, but which is the normal third base for a Zerg to take? Is this it?
Yes, you would go for another natural on this map, either that or one of the corner bases. Now Noob is going to go up into the top right because he thinks that's where his opponent's probably going to expand to. But the bonus of going for the top left natural instead of that third base is obviously where you've got these installation gates. It effectively means you can't build any units out of that hatchery for a while. So until you get a Nidus, it's not really going to help you too much. Now, by going for the natural, yes, it's far away, but it's far enough away that you can defend it. But you can also use it for aggression if you want to. So if Angel wants to go for a Hydra build, he definitely can.
Yeah, this is really interesting. He scouted to see if that back base had been taken, but it had not. This probe, man, I hate it. 4 minutes, probe's still alive, still getting super valuable information. He needs to get into the main to see if the lair is started, though.
Yep, in 4 minutes, there's still a Ling running around in noob space as well, so both of them getting perfect scouting information on each other. The lair has been started and scouted, so neither player can really hide anything from each other. They both know exactly what's going on. It's almost like a ZVZ where you've both got an overlord in each other's base. Like, yeah, he's being annoying, attacking the probes every once in a while, but even if he doesn't kill anything here, he's still wasting a lot of attention from Noob, and the more attention he wastes there, the less he's going to have microing his probe around, and he's had to move out the base.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. This is really exciting because for the most part, you don't see single zealots do a whole lot, but it does maintain this vision, and you could even like run it behind the mineral lines if you really wanted to be super annoying.
Yeah, it's definitely not great to lose this zealot this early. We saw...
Oh god.
Well,
I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I almost died, Kix.
Rapid just exploded. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but
I just disappeared in a puff. Oh my god, I've never sneezed that hard before in my life.
I wasn't present on
what is wrong with my
clip?
Mela, hey, thank you for the 100 bits. Sorry
got
about...
like snot coming out my nose and oh god.
Ugh. Well, yeah, I haven't updated the Maturino clip. I'll update it between the playoffs and now or over the weekend or something. But that's the only reason. It's not malicious or anything, but yeah, with the prize pool currently on Maturino, I think is around, well, overall is around $1,300. We're about $200 off the prize pool of Season 1, but that is still an incredible amount of money. The prize pool is going to be split up a little bit differently this time, so teams on the bottom, like, 4 won't get like 1%, so they won't get like $10 or something, but the top team's getting a little bit more, and Lucky Noob's saying you've been double blessed, so it's all good.
Oh wow, a double blessing. Egads. Thank you so much.
This is kind of a weird thing to talk about, but it always makes me laugh how different people have different sneezes. Like, some people sneeze once and that's it. and I know someone who can literally be sneezing for like 20 minutes in a row.
I think humanly it's biologically impossible to sneeze more than 3 times in a row. Like maybe your friends that like I feel like more than 3 is the rarity. Like I can do 2 usually.
Oh,
and
the spire is going down.
No way.
Oh my goodness.
How does he snipe this with like the Zealot hit squad? I mean, look, he loses all of his Zealots, but this is one of the great things about cannon openers. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You going to run through the cannons? I think not.
Well, I mean, there is a good number of lings, but unfortunately, I mean, losing that Spire means he's got nothing to contest the Corsairs. The Corsairs got 1 Overlord so far. The Evolution Chamber coming up. Hydra Den I don't think is done yet. It was actually just building there. And Noob getting that kill, I have no idea. I thought for sure the Zealots were going to die quick enough, but no. Zealots are pretty good.
Because that's a really, like, bad thing to do if you don't know you can get it. And if it's close, then, you know, maybe it's a mystery. But he knew, and he got it, and now that's like, oh, it's so giant.
Here we go, the counterattack coming in. He's going to try and get into the natural, but no, he pulls back. He loses most of his lings, and that's definitely not what Angel wants.
Yeah, for sure. He did Scourge a Corsair, which is nice, but you obviously know there's going to be more on the way. +1 is actually almost done, and it's Reavers. And if he flew a Scourge into the main, he could tell that that's what's happening, but I don't think he has vision of what's going on in the main. So, Corsair Reaver, man, this is a little bit of a throwback build. I don't think I've seen this for a cool minute, but it's going to be very powerful. Although I will say the transition to Hydras is going to come in time, so we'll see how much damage this can get done.
Yeah, and Albert, just to let you know exactly what happened with missing the spy kill, essentially Zealot just ran 4 Zealots into his, Noob ran 4 Zealots into Angel's main, and he just sniped the Spire somehow. I don't know how those 4 Zealots got in, or how they killed the Spire, but they did. So there we go. He just ran in, just attacked it. Zealot's pretty good
just
units.
Attack it, guys. Honestly, I don't know why
Robo.
more Protoss players don't just attack the Spire kicks.
I mean, it
Just
would be a good
attack it.
move, but the good thing is Corsair Reaver, after killing the Spire, is even stronger because you have nothing as Zerg that can chase the shuttle down anymore. Like, obviously you can go for another Spire, but this Reaver is going to do so much damage, and oh my god, the Overlords are going to go down.
He scouted no sunken at this base, and so he's just pushing it, and now, he's got 1 Scarab off. He's going to move all the Hydras forward, and they all blow up to a massive Scarab. I think it's still going to kill the Reaver before the shuttle can pick it up.
Look how many Overlords are going to die. Angel is going to be so heavily supply blocked.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like you want to protect against everything, but he just couldn't. He's going to lose 4 Overlords from that, and wow, he didn't save any of them. He's 62 out of 37 supply.
Yeah, he's got a decent number of drones, so the important thing about that is even though he lost some Hydralisks, he didn't lose his drones and he saved the base. And that is the most important moment in this game because he still has a decent chunk of army. 61 supply doesn't look like much, but remember Hydras are only 1 supply, so they're essentially free. And this is going to be a lot of supply heading down towards Noob's base. There is only a single Reaver back here at the moment and only 4 cannons.
Ooh. Oh man, that's a rough one. I think that usually you're expecting to be able to defend with your cannons, but obviously if you circumvent that, then that is a big move. Corsairs help against that though. He's getting D-Web kicks. What?
D-Web, good unit. It's really strong, especially when you've got Reavers as well. You essentially D-Web around the Reaver, and suddenly the Hydras can't do anything about it. Like, what are they going to do? Run up to the... Oh my god, he snipes the shuttle though.
How? How do you do that?
What a god. Angel, so good with his units.
Literally
He's
the only
got them in the right
move
place.
He had to make that move, and he did it just at the last second. That's insane.
And he's evened up the supply. That's exactly what he needed to do. Now he is going to possibly lose some Overlords. No, the Hydra's in the perfect position. Get some additional damage done. Now the problem is he has no way effectively of attacking the bottom left base. But he doesn't need to attack. He's taking a 4th base now. Noob, who's been relying on nothing but Shuttle Reaver. He's only got 2 Reavers right now. That's not where you want to be. You've got 2 Robos. You should have like 6 or 8 Reavers right now. But he's just lost so many of them.
I can't.
And a drop coming to the bottom left as well. This is the perfect move. The shot. Oh my god, he's gonna get the shot again.
Oh, he can drop on the shuttle. Drop on the shuttle. Oh no. Or just run by. Or drop past the Reavers. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Okay, here we go. Maybe he can snipe the shuttle. He's gonna snipe the shuttle again. He snipes the shuttle. There's no Reavers here.
There's nothing that can attack ground.
Down. But yeah, you can't get anything here to attack it. He's gonna kill almost every single probe. He kills every single probe here, Kicks.
Man, Angel has definitely got God on his side this game. Some absolutely ridiculous.
He also dropped,
he
dropped
Hydra's
the
in
main.
the natural as well.
Or natural, yeah. Oh my god, Kicks. What? I thought Hydra took so much damage earlier and also couldn't deal any damage. He snipes 2 shuttles in a row. This guy kills 4 Reavers.
In a shuttle.
In 2 shuttles.
That's
and now
crazy.
he's going mutas for the tech switch. So you can't even build Hydras after, or build like High Templar or anything. Obviously, he's not going to tech switch. The Protoss player is not going to. He will have Scarab damage this time. So if the Scarabs hit, they're going to hit really hard. But
yeah, and
he's just going to get dropped again. Here we go.
Yeah, Noob stopped building Corsairs. I mean, he does have a good number of them. He's got 8. They do have +1 attack. He's got D-Web now, which is important. There is 2 Reavers in... No, it's only 1 Reaver left in the main. Okay, it looks like the Reaver... Oh, no, he loses the Reaver again. Oh my god, there's 3 Reavers running up. Okay, here we go.
What is this guy's macro? He's made 7 Reavers this game, Kicks.
More than that, I think he's on 8 or 9 now. As he lost the initial one at the 3rd base, lost 4 in the shuttles, and he's got another 3, and he just lost 1 in the main as well. So I've forgotten how to count because I was reading out the numbers and I didn't add them at the same time, and now I've forgotten what they were. So yeah, kind of crazy. But the Corsair's trying to scout around for this Overlord drop because he knows there's another Hydra drop coming in. That's the only move that Angel really has to attack him. And can he block it? That's the important question. The Overlord's coming in at the 6 o'clock location now, coming into the main. There's no Reavers back here to defend. The Corsairs are out in the middle of the map, and this is going to be another load of dead probes.
I can't even believe this. These drops are doing so much damage. D-Web, that's the first good use of D-Web I've seen in a cool minute. So he gets D-Webbed again. Oh my god. That's so sick. And now the Reavers should be able to clear everything out.
Yep, they should. And I mean, the good thing is he didn't waste too many D-Webs there. There is 1 million Reavers, like essentially. He's got so many Reavers despite losing them. Like he could realistically go into a 3rd Robo here, but how is he going to expand? Like Reavers are good. They can hold on. But Reavers are finite, because essentially as soon as you run out of minerals, you've got no Scarabs anymore. So you have to get another base. And against this many units, how are you going to do it? I mean, look how many Mutalisks there are now with all the Scourge.
Oh my goodness. Ridiculous. Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean, he's got 10 Corsairs, 2 shuttles, but let's see how well this works out. Now, obviously, you're going to run in here, drop a D-Web, and drop the... Oh, no! Oh, my God! It's filled my entire screen, Kicks. Everything getting scourged, muted. Sure, some drones die, but who care that? Look at everything die to these mutas and scourge.
Oh, and the shuttle's trying to abandon some of the Reavers to try and save themselves. A Reaver getting into the main. He's going to be able to get a Scarab off. Gets 3 drones there, but he's down in workers. He gets another 3, loses another Reaver. The Reaver in the natural is actually still alive, but it's got no Scarabs.
Well, there's 2 in the main. Or the other main.
Ooh, okay, this isn't too bad. Now, the Mutalisks are, though, coming over here to help deal with this. But this is the move Noob needs to make. He needs to be able to kill all these drones if he can get them. Oh my god, those Scarabs are so good. But he loses another 2 Reavers. Oh, and he comes in with another shuttle. He's just got shuttle Reaver everywhere right now. Oh my goodness, this is such a good game.
This is crazy. This is so back and forth. Both players just dealing insane damage to each other. When I saw all those Zerg air units, I definitely thought they were going to crush way harder. Who's ahead here, Kicks? I want to say that that Angel is still at a great spot.
Yeah, Angel's definitely ahead. Noob doesn't have a 3rd base yet, whereas Angel's going up to his 5th. But Noob has made the right moves. The trouble is, yes, that looked really cool, and I mean, he did a ton of damage. Like, Angel is still ahead in workers right now, and he's ahead in supply. And when you're behind in supply as a Protoss player normally against Zerg, that's not good. But this isn't any normal Protoss. It's a player playing Reaver Shuttle, essentially. He doesn't have any... Oh, he's going into Corsairs again, finally. But you need more supply than this. Like, you can't expand.
Yeah, what are you going to do? I mean... This is rough. Every Protoss player wants 3 bases, and so he's got it, but, like, you know your opponent has a massive amount of mutas flying around. What are you going to do? Remake a million Corsairs? I mean, he is going to. He's got plus 2 weapons, actually, almost.
Yeah, one of the craziest things is Noob is trying to, run around, but he keeps finding Overlords, so he keeps having to turn away and run. Because essentially he knows how many Muteless there are. These Muteless have +1 carapace. Oh, Corsairs going into engagement with the Muteless. Can they break through? It's going to be very, very difficult. There is a ton of Corsairs here, though. They are shredding everything right now. Although the Scourge coming in to help, making this very, very difficult. And it looks like the Corsairs that Noob has just spent forever building up, they're all going to go back down again.
Oh, yeah. Well, nice try. I mean, you know that's gonna happen, or like that. There's a risk of that happening.
The Scourge!
Oh, Scourge! No! Oh, my God!
Another shuttle. GG.
That's it. GG. Damn. I die. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, Kicks. The undefeated Team SouL. How do they do it?
Yeah, they lost. That's it. What a great game by Valhalla team. Really showing their absolute strength. They've been holding back, I think, a little bit because they don't want to make things too unfair, and they have lost their fair share of games. I mean, Valhalla team have lost 2 series so far. I can't remember who they lost to, but it's been good. Like, what an incredible series, a great final game as well. That's probably the best game I think I've got to cast on Multiverse, so that's cool.
You're right, Kicks. That is cool. You're pretty cool. That's why I just gave you the finger guns.
Oh, I was actually looking.
I know, Kicks.
Oh dear. Oh well.
That's why it's funny. Either way, I'm glad I made the decision to stay up tonight. It's now 8 a.m. and my sleep schedule is totally screwed. But I had a great time casting with you, Kicks, and I love watching all of these like crazy, insane players. Because like honestly, like STPL, you never know what you're gonna get when you walk through that door. And I don't think anybody could have predicted these guys would go so evenly. I mean, they are the numbers 1 and 2 team, but now are they tied for number 1?
No. They're still 1 and 2. Like SouL. I mean,
okay, close enough.
I'll show it off in a second, but essentially here's the results from this series. Noob taking out Mirage, Angel taking down Zealot, Spire taking down Bishop, Jotre taking down Scan, which was definitely a surprise to me, and Angel coming back again for his second game, winning a twofer for his team, and taking the series over SouL. Completely ridiculous. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly reload the overlay. We'll have a look at how that's affected the overall standings. Because essentially that's the important thing, because not only did we have that series, we had White versus Red as well, and Red were in 5th before, with a loss to White Clan. They've actually dropped quite a bit, and they've got to face SouL next week, so Red may be falling out of the playoffs here, because they've gone from 5th to 8th. It means Clan Rev, NetWars, and Naz have moved up. I mean, Rev have done fantastically this season on their own violation, but them moving up with Red falling down is definitely not a surprise. But I do feel worse for Red even, because essentially Red have gone 10 weeks where they've done really, really well. They won 6 of their series, and then back-to-back in the final 2 weeks they have to play White Clan and SouL Gaming. Like, that's got to be tough, but they still have a shot. I mean, they nearly toppled White today. Like, if they can like do a big counter against SouL, I mean, this is the first game SouL has lost. Like, if you think about it, if they get mentally pressured by this, I don't know if they will do, but like, it could give Red a chance. Like, anything can happen in a best-of-1 format and a best-of-5, so it's going to be cool. We've got one more series left of Week 12, which I'm going to be casting on Friday. It's going to be IRK and Bull. And that's going to be another interesting series because Bull, they're on the cusp of getting into the top 8. They're 5 wins, 6 losses, and IRK are in 4th. So IRK, even if they lose, are going to hold on to their position, but it makes things even closer heading into Week 13. It's really, really ridiculous.
It really, really is, Kicks. Really, really. Well, hopefully those games are as good as the games were today.
Yep.
Had a lot of fun, and just a friendly reminder to everybody to make sure to support STPL. You can do that on Patreon. You can do that just by following or subscribing to this channel. You can also follow STPL on Twitter at twitter.com/STPL TV.
Yep.
Yeah, and you can follow Kix on Twitter at KixSD and me on Twitter at RapidCasting. And I noticed that there's 128 regular viewers here. And I don't think all of those viewers have followed you and I and STPL on Twitter, Kix.
I don't think
so.
we have.
There's people listening to me right now with a Twitter account that hasn't followed us. And when I'm asking them to follow us on Twitter, they're not doing it. You should feel bad, you person in chat. I'm guilting you.
Yeah,
because while you think this stream is about StarCraft, I think it's about shilling for Twitter followers. So we're on different pages, but we can be on the same page if you follow us on Twitter. There's my speech.
Yeah, that's you're really good at like plugging everything. I usually just say check out the links below the stream, but just to quickly go through what the prize pool is currently sat at, huge thank you of course to Liquipedia, our wonderful sponsor who's donated $500 towards the initial prize pool, and massive thank you to the people on Matcherino, especially Mullahay, who gave $500 as well. So the prize pool is currently sat at $812.31, but when you add the $500 from Liquipedia, it's $1,312, and I've probably just messed up. No, that's definitely the right number. I can add. I'm not that stupid. But if you do want to support the STPL, you can do so through Matcherino or Patreon, but you can support for free on Matcherino due to their wonderful sponsorship by adding the code LSCPL on that page. You can add 50 cents to the prize pool completely free and not have to worry about anything. So that's going to be me signing off, and most likely Rapid going to try and get some sleep, and I'll be back on Friday for some more STPL. See you guys then. Oh, and I'll be back tomorrow at 10 p.m. CET to do some CMSL, because I've been slacking really badly on that. So I'm going to try and catch up with myself because way behind. So see you guys then. Have fun.